Test, test. Hello. Okay, I think everything's good. Alright. Hello! Welcome stream viewers, VOD watchers. The goal today is to be finishing this game. There's not gonna be like an 8-hour stream or something like that? I don't think so. The only stuff I think I have left is the Morrigan quest series, which I just started, and the final dungeon, and whatever comes after that. So, first things first, going to be doing the Morrigan stuff. Now this quest series, I believe... Wow, I never realized there's a statue down there holding up the mountain. This quest series, it spans at least 2 zones, so it might actually take quite a bit of time. I need to come up here. This ancient cave. Oh my gosh. Fuel, fast travel. Is he immune to damage? Was that supposed to be happening? Anyway. So yeah, that's the goal for this stream, is to finish the game. I might have to go... Or if this quest series takes too long, I might have to stream again later after dinner. But the goal is to finish.
Oh, you're finally here, but our crows are not. I don't know what could have gone wrong. Maybe I misheard. Maybe I mixed up the names of the villagers. Oh no, they're here, aren't they? You won't get me. Over my dead body.
That can be arranged. However, it just so happens you're too valuable for us to simply kill you.
I'm not going with you. You won't take me alive.
Calm yourself, Vidar. You know exactly what you did, and why you'll cooperate with us willingly. Well done, Hatchling, for bringing Vidar to us. Your efforts will not go unnoticed.
What's going on here?
Exactly what it looks like. We're taking Vidar. He's far too valuable to simply let him die. I'd advise against interfering.
Actually, I'm with Vidar. We came here to take you down.
Oh? Perhaps you'd like to learn just who you're risking your neck for. Vidar probably spun you some tale of being a harmless Pict, a scholar of the weirdness, captured by cruel bandits?
I mean, yeah, but also, should I believe it? Like, I don't want to stereotype someone, but their tattoos are just like a bunch of cuts all over their body with blood dripping down, so... Anyway, yeah, so what?
So Vidar's a scourge to his own people. He's been hunting his own kin for years. He's the one driving the Picts from the region. If you support him and let him go, you may as well start hunting them yourself. The two of you can enjoy your genocidal romance together. And meanwhile, Avalon will lose the only force capable of fighting the horrors of the weirdness. Frankly, it's quite reckless.
Is this true, Vidor? You're breaking my heart.
The only ones I killed are children of Morrigan. Yes, some of them were Picts. But once you swear yourself to that wretched order, you stop being human. That's why they lured me here, don't you see? I've slain those who murdered my kin, not the other way around.
Ah, so this is the bedtime story you tell yourself so you can sleep at night. How quaint. I only kill the wicked. I only hunt the guilty. Sure, sure. Tell me, Vidar, when did you start deciding who still counts as human? That sounds worse than anything the children of Morrigan ever did.
What are you planning to do with Vidar?
Oh, nothing terrible. Since he's been thinning out his own tribe, those best versed in the weirdness, we'll use him as a bargaining chip. We'll hand him over to his kin and let them decide his fate. In return, we hope to gain a scholar of the weirdness willing to work with us of his own free will. It's not a bad solution, wouldn't you agree? Believe me, we don't have to be enemies. In fact, we can help each other.
I mean, I'm liking this order. How could we possibly help each other?
The children of Morrigan are dedicated to Avalon's well-being. Naturally, we operate from the shadows. We've long realized that working that way yields better results than marching under Camelot's banner in broad daylight. That's our purpose. Securing resources like scholars of the weirdness, guiding those in power to serve the people's needs. And we need more wise souls to join our cause. So, are you interested in joining our organization? Ready to take on the mission of restoring Avalon? All it'll cost you is leaving Vidar in our care.
I have some questions first.
Undoubtedly. Yet sometimes in life you have to take what one would call a leap of faith. I trusted you to make the right choice. Now you'll have to trust me, because I already told you more than I should have.
Well, if he won't be killed, alright, I'd like to know more.
Very wise. Edgar, please take our guest to a safe place. I'm pleased you're with us, hatchling. This is Luth, your new superior. From now on, he'll be assigning the tasks you need to complete the rise within our ranks. If you do well, we'll meet again soon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must tend to our Pictish guest.
How's he smoking that pipe?
From this moment on, you are mine. So listen well. The place we're taking over has some vermin holed up. Nasty types. The kind you don't waste any time talking to. They need to be dealt with before we move in. And I've got no interest in handling that job myself. Also, if you find anything interesting, bring it back. You'll take care of it for me, won't you, Birdie?
Why does his voice sound familiar? Hold on, before I do anything, I want to know more about the children of Morrigan.
Ah, yes. I suppose you deserve some kind of introduction. But know that very few are afforded such a luxury. Most people would call us enemies of what they think is good. But I believe the world requires balance. In balance, nothing is purely good or evil. It just is.
I thought the children of Morrigan worked with bandits.
Depends on the bandits. When a group is simply trying to survive, our goals often align. Yes, we sometimes form alliances. But if they're just thugs burning villages for fun, then naturally we don't support that. We remove their leaders if we think the band could be set on the right path. True, some of our recruits started out as ordinary bandits, but thanks to us, they have the chance to achieve much more.
What exactly does your organization do?
Maintaining order and safety, naturally. You might compare us to a night watch. We use any methods we deem necessary to reach our goals.
Who is Morrigan?
She's our goddess, patron of the capital in the far north. You may know her as the goddess of destruction, death, and war, but we see her differently. To us, she's the patron of change, a promise of new beginnings. To build something new, one must first clear away the old. No death without life, no life without death, as Morrigan teaches. And I agree.
What about the worship of Morrigan?
Morrigan is a goddess of death, yes, but that doesn't mean she seeks immediate destruction. Believe me, the more wicked the soul, the more eagerly Morrigan welcomes them. She has no interest in claiming the life of, say, a child. That's all I can tell you, Birdie. The rest, you'll have to discover on your own.
I want to know who I'm serving.
For now, you're serving me. You're answering to me. Forget the nonsense about cults and sacrifices to the goddess of death. Those are just stories peasants tell themselves to explain why bad things happen. In reality, it's nothing like that. So, for now, just focus on your orders.
What do you mean by vermin?
Some unsettling rumors have reached us. Whispers about a group attempting to walk in our boots. Crows don't like that kind of competition. I don't care if it's a flock of villagers who've decided it's their turn to play naughty boys, or some serious ruffians. Just get rid of them. For good.
What is this place?
It's a watchtower, where bandit groups like to hole up one after another. They come, they go, like in some damned tavern. It's high time we made ourselves a cozy little nest there instead.
Any advice?
Strike precisely, and keep it clean. I have no interest in cleaning up anyone's guts.
I'll be going then.
Off you go, Birdie.
Ooh. Oh, okay, so this is where you get the beginner stealth gear. Okay. The ruined brooch rock, however you pronounce that. Not the one I was aiming for, but okay. Did I just kill him with my cloak gem?
Your gold belongs to us now.
Yep. Wow. I'm way too high level for this zone. Okay, so head back. Oh my gosh. Hello, Luth.
You're back. How are things going?
I killed all of them.
Aye, I know. But you seem to have overlooked one important thing, Birdie. My man just brought it to me. A bandit leader's journal. Try to be more observant next time. So, in the Horns of the South, there's still a guy named Hrolf. He's not the sharpest, but he thinks outside the box. With the right push, he could be useful to us. He'll never be a child, but the role of a mole would suit him just fine. Have a chat with him. Drop a hint here and there. Plant the seed. We'll handle the rest later.
You want an inside man in the fortress?
Knowledge is power. Or something like that. We've always had trouble infiltrating what goes on inside the keep. Now, given the turmoil that prevails in the south, it would be good to be a few moves ahead of the rest.
Wait.
You've got...
Oh, okay, well... I thought I was, I thought I was supposed to be asking a bunch of questions, but I guess not. Hello, Odrin. Long time no see. You're looking great. Where's this guy? Oh, this guy? There's something we have to talk about.
Hmm? What are you up to?
You've been chosen. The children of Morgan want you to be their informant.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you know.
I don't know what I was thinking. Their leader reached out to me one night. Said Morrigan had brought us together. They told me a split was coming. The end of times. And the elites are pushing towards a total annihilation. Now that I think about it, it all sounds nuts. Good thing you took care of them. I'll be your informant. I'll do it for Avalon.
Okay. Wait, weren't these guys supposed to be going to the nest? Why am I still going back to this destroyed village? Hello, Luth Senpai.
You're back, and something tells me that the matter has been handled. Excellent.
What's next? Or no, I'd like a more challenging task.
As you wish. There's a boy, name of Abram. He fell in with the children a while back. I want you to personally see if he fits in with our lovely flock. If you decide that he doesn't, well, make sure he vanishes. For good. You understand? Perfect. Fly off and have a chat with our young friend.
Are there any doubts about his loyalty?
Not at the moment, but we're not sure if the boy will crack under pressure. Or worse. Let's just say, he's given us a few reasons to wonder if we rushed into accepting him.
Why should I kill him if he seems unfit?
Because we can't afford weakness or uncertainty in our ranks. And by that point, he'll know too much. But he's a big boy. He knew exactly what he was getting into. When you're done, either ask him or search what's left of him. Unfortunately, he knows about our next meeting spot.
Wow, I turned to look perfectly at the bonfire? Alright. Wait! There was a fast travel here that I missed. I don't know why I'm running back to my campfire. I guess I'll rest until morning. Okay, where is this kid? Oh, am I going to Kunuk now? Okay. Oh, wait, that was a new one. Locke the Madman. Where others would waver, Locke embraced the madness that led him to numerous triumphs. He loyally fought under the banner of Seawall First Foot. At the end of his life, he met a madman's death, charging alone into enemy forces, a final brave act that bought precious time for his comrades. Alright. It's not going to show me the point, so I just have to travel there first. Okay, and then south of Connacht. This
Need for that, is there?
Wait, this bonfire's still here? I must have put that down ages ago. South.
Hey, are you with the guild too? I'm waiting on someone from the guild. You know which guild. And if you don't know, well, I might just have to kill you.
May Morgan's wings shield us from enemy eyes.
Ha! I knew it! I just knew you were with the children. Are you here to give me my assignment? Luth said someone would be coming soon with my first task. My first task! I can't wait!
So your apron?
Yeah, that's me. Edgar's brother. You've heard of him, right? He's already a fledgling. He's the one who convinced me to join the guild, and I can't wait to get started. He told me the first tasks aren't too bad. You know, delivering messages, eavesdropping, that kind of thing. And I really hope so, because, to be honest, I get a little queasy at the sight of blood. But I'm sure I'll toughen up soon enough. So, do you have a task for me?
First, tell me why you want to join the Children of Morgan.
I never really thought about it, to be honest. I guess I was a little jealous of my brother. He's doing so well. He's got food in his belly, decent clothes, and people actually respect him. These days, that's about as good as it gets. That's why I want to join.
You're very energetic.
My brother always says I speak without thinking, and one day it's going to get me killed. But that's just who I am, you know? When I'm excited about something, I can't hold it in, or it feels like I'll burst.
Oh, I don't even get to say he's allowed in. Sorry, kid, you're not cut out for the guild, and you know too much.
So, what does that mean? You're throwing me out before I even got the chance to prove myself? That's not fair. Let me prove myself. Wait, this is the test, isn't it? I'm supposed to kill you right now, right? That makes sense. Let's fight. You did.
You did well. Luth will be pleased. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? I thought we were supposed to fight.
We don't need to anymore. You've finished your task. The real test was to see if your heart was too soft. We need people who follow orders, not those who put random strangers ahead of the commander's word. Loyalty is everything to the children of Morrigan.
So I don't have to kill you?
I'd rather you didn't. I've got more important things to do for our guild. And you've proven you can fight well enough. You might actually beat me, and then where would we be? He'll be waiting for you near Morrigan's Hollow. Here, I'll mark it on your map. May Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes.
Hey, finally! I could finally go to this stupid cave. Anyway.
It takes more than just ambition to fly. You've got what it takes. You've surprised me, Birdie. And as it seems, not just me. Self will be waiting for you inside. From now on, you answer to them. Congratulations and good luck.
You're no longer my senpai?
So it seems. You're climbing up, Birdie. Truly impressive. Even I didn't gain favor so quickly. But I trust Self. If the crows see something in you, they are right about it.
What is wrong with his right leg? What is this place?
We call it the Morrigan's Hollow, our dwelling in Kunot. The passage only opens for those who carry the sigil I gave you. You'll be able to stock up on supplies, rest, or hide if things get too heated outside.
What if the sigil falls into the wrong hands?
That doesn't happen. Crow sigils know their owner. If they end up in the wrong hands, they turn into worthless stone.
Is there anything I should know about Self?
Nothing that can help you. You managed well with me. Perhaps you'll manage just as well from here on.
Could you tell me something about yourself now?
I have no tales to share, Birdie. I'm absolutely uninteresting, but I'm touched that you asked, really. Alright, enough chatter. Don't keep Self waiting too long. From what I hear, there are some plans for you. Break a wing and take care. I like you. Don't ruin that.
Okay.
There you are, my little hatchling. I hear you've been working hard. That makes me glad. I had a good feeling about you, and I do love being proven right.
So your name is Self? Why?
Why not? If a name defines us, then I am all I need to be.
Is there a story behind your name?
Does there always need to be a story? My name is my own. That's all there is to it.
Care to elaborate?
No.
Okay, what's my next task?
Eager, aren't you? Just don't let that eagerness turn into recklessness. Some children get a little too fond of blood, and then we have to clip their wings. I do have another task, but I'm afraid it's not a job I can give to a mere hatchling.
I can handle it.
I know you can. You've shown that you're ruthless, driven, and cunning when it counts. It would insult both you and Morrigan to keep treating you like a chick begging for worms. No, it's time you took flight. Congratulations. From now on, you're a fledgling. Make us proud.
What does that entail?
First, from now on, you answer only to me and the other crows. Any hatchlings we send your way are yours to command. If you decide they're not fit for the guild, it's up to you to take care of them. As for your tasks, how you handle them is your business. I don't care about the methods, only the results. The rest, we'll see how you do.
Thank you. It's an honor.
It is. I'm glad you understand that. Most hatchlings don't live to see this day.
So about my task.
Your next assignment is of utmost importance to all the children of Morrigan. That includes you now, so I trust you'll approach it with even greater diligence than any task you've been given so far. A while ago, we lost contact with one of the seers. What makes this even more troubling is that he was in possession of the head of Morrigan. I doubt he's still alive, so I need you to find his body and, most importantly, recover the head of Morrigan. And of course, eliminate anyone who dared to touch it.
Why are you so sure he's dead?
Because every seer tasked with guarding the head pledges an oath to protect it with their life. And death is the only acceptable reason to stop reporting its whereabouts.
When you say the head of Morrigan, do you mean...
A severed head. Preserved, of course. It is hundreds of years old, after all.
Yummy. Does it do anything?
You'd have to ask the seers about that, though it's not likely they'd tell you. They keep their secrets closely guarded and only speak to the crows. But who knows? Morrigan willing, you may one day have the chance to pester them with your questions. I, for one, am looking forward to it.
And is it really Morrigan's?
In a way. According to the seers, it belonged to one of the Morrigan's avatars. A human she deemed worthy to serve as her vessel for a time. When the vessel's purpose was fulfilled, Morrigan commanded the children to sever its head, so it could forever serve her clerics in spreading her will. Now you see why it must be treated with the utmost care and respect.
Okay, I'll bring the head back.
See that you do. I've marked the seer's last known location on your map. Oh, and if he really is dead, there's likely to be a complication. You see, the seers are very protective of their secrets, even after death. His corpse will probably be guarded by a banshee, and banshees don't distinguish between friend and foe. But I'm confident you'll manage. Now go. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Who are the seers?
The clerics of Morrigan. They are the most devoted among the children and the ones closest to her. Their role is to ensure that our actions align with Morrigan's will. Without the seers, we'd be nothing more than a band of murderers, killing indiscriminately for no purpose. That's not who the children are, and it's not who we can ever become.
Okay, how about you guys? No? No? Okay, they don't talk. Hey, Artie. Did the children of Morrigan exist in your time?
I was familiar with tales of secret societies, said to have come with us from the homelands. I tasked my sister, Morgaine, with investigating them. But amidst the fires of war, I had little chance to keep a close watch on her. It was only near the end of my life that I learned she herself was a follower of Morrigan. Perhaps I would have seen it as betrayal. But thanks to you, I understand now that while the children's ways may be questionable, they do seem, in their own twisted manner, to care for Avalon's safety.
Okay, where am I going? Here. Okay. Wait, is this going to be the cave that I couldn't find? Like, it was just a question mark on my radar. Or my compass, whatever you want to call it. Maybe I should have got my horse out. Wow, this has been sitting here for ages. Oh, wait, no. No, I was ready to the final dungeon. I don't need to do that yet. I still don't know what the giant bird and the giant deer are supposed to be. Okay, yeah. There it is. I don't think it was open before. Anyway. Wait, what? Did I miss it? Oh, here it is. Morgan Head. All right. Got your head, lady. Here's the head.
Thank you. I'll take it to the Seers so they can finally stop panicking. You've done well. I'm glad you had decided to become one of us. Killing you would have been such a terrible waste. Now your next task will be a bit different. It will require a certain level of discretion on your part.
I'm listening.
There's a hatchling who was entrusted with a rather delicate mission. His name is Vin. We sent him to Connacht to get close to Legate Denholm. The problem is, he stopped sending reports, even though we know for certain he's still alive.
That sounds like an important task to be given to a hatchling.
Let's just say Vin is uniquely suited to the job. The poor boy needs a father figure in his life. And Denholm, well, he has his own regretful past. You'll have an occasion to help build a happy family. A rather inspiring task, don't you think?
Should I kill him?
No, no, no. Vin must continue his mission. You see, Legate Denholm is a strong candidate for becoming a Knight of the Round Table. But he has his own mundane concerns. He regrets not having an heir to carry on his name. He regrets quite a lot, as you'll discover. Vin was supposed to position himself as the son Denholm always wanted. The son he could still have, provided he formally adopts one. We want this to happen, and it is your responsibility to ensure that it does.
It will be done.
See that it is. I'm counting on you. Go, fly to Connacht, and may Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Man, I really wish I had picked up these quests when I was doing these zones, because I'm going all over the place. Oh well. Okay, now, before I keep going, I have this other quest, The Word is Silent. I am actually going to Google what this quest is. Tainted, Grail, Fall of Avalon, The Word is Silent. Begins on Asylum Island where you find a letter next to the body of a red priest. Deliver this letter to Brother Reagan in the Horns of the South. Wait a day, then return to him to complete the quest. Wait. What letter is this? Hang on. Oh dear God. Newest, okay. Oh wait. Okay, well that's the latest zone. So down here? Wait, what? Wait, no. Prayer to Mother. How is this sorted by newest? What? Oh gosh, what is this item called? Letter to the Prior. Oh, alphabetical. Oh, this one. Okay. And then it says I'm supposed to go to the Horns of the South. So this is another quest that I just completely missed out on here, I guess. Okay, I'm supposed to go to... Brother Reagan. Oh, this is F Extra Life. Fuck this website. It's not even telling me where this guy's at. What a terrible website. Brother Reagan. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think I remember this guy. He's a vendor. He's like up here near the flowers. Or he comes here sometimes. What? Oh my gosh, don't tell me he just patrols the whole keep.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Where is this guy normally at? Oh my gosh. None of these websites tell me where this guy is at. Access the stairs directly ahead after entering. Look for a garden on the east side of the fortress. You usually see it on the bench during daylight hours. But I was just... Oh my gosh. Do I have to wait here all day for him to come by? He's usually on one of those benches. There he is.
Blessings upon you.
Why is my camera just staring at his crotch? Here's your proof. Is this enough?
Father Leon. I knew him in my youth. He was my mentor, a truly devoted servant of the Prophet. Back then, he was already showing signs of being overly devoted, let's call it. He followed the word and the word alone, which might seem commendable, but it doesn't necessarily make for easy, everyday communication between brothers. He answered questions with quotes. Can you imagine? We never knew whether his faith was truly that strong, or if he was just mocking us. So, this letter, well, it doesn't prove much. It's true that it's written in a normal way, and not using quotes, but the seal matches, and the handwriting too, so I dare not question its authenticity. I dare say, however, that Father Leon's devotion might have turned into madness. Why shouldn't it?
Okay, and then
May Kai's word always...
I'm supposed to go back to him in a day, but instead of just waiting... Actually, I might as well just do that since I'm here.
I thought about what you showed me. Thank you for trusting me.
Why the sudden change? I thought you didn't believe me.
I heard rumors a long time ago, back when I was still an acolyte, about the sealed, pitch-black dungeons from which you could hear howling, rattling of chains, and other mysterious noises every night. The mere description of them could frighten a young man. Back then, I thought it was nothing but a tale to scare new adepts into obedience. But several years ago, a traveler came here. He was looking for information about his pregnant wife. She was supposed to go to the island asylum to treat the early symptoms of the Red Death, and we were already quite adept at suppressing those. No wonder her husband was hoping for her safe return. But if she never came back and vanished without a trace, well, it made me wonder. And now this letter. I've decided I can't keep turning a blind eye to what's been happening. It's against the word.
So, did you come to any conclusions?
Ah, yes. I wrote to the prior to send another acolyte in my place. I told them I wanted to end my service and retire. But, well, in truth, I'll go to the prior with the letter you gave me. It's time to honor the memory of Father Leon and bring this matter to an end. To do justice to all those suffering in torment in the island asylum. In the meantime, I am still at your service, my child. What can I do for you today? May Kai's work...
Hey! It's been ages, but I finally got that quest done. Right? Yeah, okay. Back to the Children of Morrigan. I know at the very least there is a... Nice seeing you again, pal. Anyway. There's at the very least a dungeon here. Around there. That is locked until I progress farther in this quest. Okay. I still don't know what that deer thing is. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh my gosh. Where's the other guy? Let me turn my scalps.
Good. Keep it. I'll away.
Ben, don't you dare go to sleep on me. Dibs. Haha. Anyway. Hey, Vin.
Sorry, I've got no time for chatting. I'm handling something important for Legate Denholm.
Self-censor their regards.
You're with the children. Shit! Fuck! Listen, please don't kill me. I can explain. I've been working on it, I swear. Things were going smoothly, but there's a problem. I think Legate Denholm might actually be my father.
Huh? Why do you think so?
I caught him giving me this strange look once, so I asked if something was wrong. He said he used to have a son but lost him young. Said the kid would be at my age now. So I asked how it happened, and Denholm told me. The weirdness got them. Swallowed their entire village. I wasn't with them. And that's exactly what happened to me. Except I survived because my mum told me to run before the weirdness came.
How old were you?
I was 6. I don't remember much. Just my mum looking terrified and telling me to run to the town. promising she'd be right behind me. I ran until my legs gave out. Stopped only when I reached the gates. That's when I realized she'd lied. She never followed me. I spent years on the streets after that, until the children found me.
It's a story like hundreds of others on Avalon. You're not special.
But it all lines up. Denholm's local, just like me. If I could remember where my village was, I bet we'd find something to prove it.
Denholm being your father doesn't sound like a problem.
But it is. I swore to myself that if I ever found that bastard, I'd kill him. I don't even remember having a father. It was always just me and Mum. He probably got what he wanted from her and left.
You don't know it was like that.
Fine. Maybe he didn't. But he still wasn't there when she needed him the most. And now the children say he's a candidate for a knight. What a joke! What kind of knight abandons his son and the mother of his child to be killed by weird beasts? He doesn't deserve any of it.
Have you talked to him about it?
Of course not. What could he even say? Sorry wouldn't cut it. And that's only if he regrets anything. Honestly, I don't think I could talk to him without wanting to kill him. And shit. I really wanted to succeed in this mission. The children gave me a home after he left us with nothing. But if it's really him, I can't go into this blind. Not knowing would eat me alive.
Well, I could try to find out.
You do that, and you tell me the truth. No matter what it is.
If I was planning to lie to you, I wouldn't admit it, would I? Anyway, yeah, sure.
Thanks. That means a lot to me. And I know you could have just killed me, so I'm grateful you didn't.
I should ask the legate about his family. Okay. Why did Camelot choose to send you to Kuanacht?
They thought it might be easier for me to connect with the locals, since, technically, I'm one of them. I used to live in a village nearby, but the weirdness swallowed it up, along with my wife and son.
How did you manage to survive?
I wasn't there. I was busy trying to make a name for myself in the army. I rarely came home. I kept telling myself that once I'd earned a decent position, we'd start a new life in Camelot. My son? He barely knew me, but you know how it is. I thought there'd be more time. That there'd always be a future for us. Well, I was wrong. I wasn't even there to bury them. By the time I found out, it was too late.
Where are they buried?
My friends told me they buried them in a crypt near the town. I haven't even had the chance to visit since I got here. Not that I could. After the weirdness and the Red Death swept through the village, I've heard horrible stories of what happened to the people who decided to stay.
I could check out the crypt for you.
You would do that? Thank you. I wasn't expecting this. But I'll try to prepare a reward for you if you manage to do this. The crypt was locked down after the outbreak, but being Camelot's legate has its perks. Here are the keys that will open the entrance.
Hey.
I'll await your...
Okay, so this is probably the dungeon I'm thinking of. Yep, okay. What is that deer? Ah, finally. I've been wanting to enter this crypt for so long. Okay. This is it. Well, this is anticlimactic. Wait, what? Alara, claimed by the weirdness, yet her love still glimmers, a lighthouse for her husband's grieving heart. There was a summon here the whole time! A new one! Aww. Garrick, Alondra, and Lauren, swallowed by the sea's endless sway, father, mother, and son, bound as one forever. Child skeleton. Eldrin, his song silenced by the cruel winds of fate, yet his melody lingers, carried on the breeze. Okay, well, what is this summon? Probably not better than the goblins that I have. Oh, actually, it's the same cost. Oh, it's not unique though. Okay. Morven, his legacy of valor endures in the heat of battle, igniting the hearts of those who follow. Gilbert and Eileen, their path ended in the embrace of the forest, binding them together for all eternity. Just looting other boats. Mira, passed in the grace of old age, may her gentle spirit, hand in hand with the All-Mother, guide lost souls to light and peace. Alright. But man, I could have had that summon this whole time. Okay, well, here's my army now. I'm still missing one unique summon. I don't know if there's another one in the game or not. Get back to town. I could tell Vin that there was only a woman buried in the family grave. Wait, but I picked up a child skeleton. Wait, what? Wait, I still have Morgan's head. Why? Anyway, oh, okay, sure.
Didn't expect to see you here.
Saw your family's grave, but your son's body wasn't there.
I'll await your...
Just going to go ahead and save scum this.
You... What? Why? And you think... What? That my son might still be alive? I don't know whether to thank you or run you through for meddling with my family's grave. But if what you're saying is true, then there might still be hope. And maybe you're not wrong. You've given me a lot to think about. I'll await your return. I'll await your...
Okay. Hello, Vin.
You're back. You know something, don't you?
Wait. I could tell the dad that his son's still alive, and then tell the son, hey, it's not your dad. See, here's some random skeleton. Okay, well, I just want to see what happens if I tell him the truth. You were right. Denholm is your father. I found your mother's grave.
I bloody knew it! That bastard! He's going to pay for what he's done. Thank you. And tell Self I'm sorry.
Vin is dead? Wait, what? I can't do anything. I can't move. I can't even hit the escape button. I'm just stuck. Hello, game. Okay. I need to have a technical difficulty screen. Right now it's just be right back, but let me just go ahead and close this game and reopen it. Oh my god, why? That was so confusing. It said Vin is dead. What? Okay, let's try this one more time.
And you, but if what? Hello.
Hey, Vin.
You're back.
You were right.
I bloody thank you.
Oh my god. He just went down like a bitch.
Eyes forward and mind your step. I'll await you.
Okay, so wait, if you tell them both the truth, the dad just kills the son? Okay. Well, let me reload that. Okay, I want to give him hope.
And you, but if what? I'll await your.
And then I'll lie to this guy.
You're back. You know something, don't you?
Denholm's not your father. See? This was in his family's grave.
But I was so sure. Shit! Damn, I almost got myself killed over this. How could I be so stupid? Am I even cut out for this mission? I nearly ruined everything.
You know, you might still find your real father if you continue this mission.
You're right. Though I guess there are plenty of bastards like him in Camelot. But with us, the children there, they'll all pay sooner or later. I just can't let myself forget who my true family is anymore. Thank you. Tell Self that success is close. I'll make sure I make you proud. All of you.
I'll await you.
I mean, these two don't even look similar at all. Anyway. That was really funny. Hello, lady. Or self. Vin will continue his mission.
Oh, I know. A little bird told me he'd already taken the final step. I'm sure there were plenty of fake tears and trembling lips. Vin is quite good at that. It would have been a waste to see such talent squandered on his petty grudge. He needn't have worried. Denholm will pay one day. They all will.
Will you ever tell Vin the truth?
Maybe. When he's older and has learned the value of patience. I've nothing against a bit of old-fashioned revenge, but everything has its time and place. He needs to see the bigger picture first. That's when you understand there are outcomes far sweeter than death. But enough of this. I must say, my fledgling, you've surpassed my expectations. So much so that I believe it's time for the next step of your fledging. I want you to make your way to the Forlorn Swords. High in the mountains there, you'll find a very particular nest. All you need to do is fall asleep.
Okay, I already know where this is. What will happen then?
Well, that's for you to find out, isn't it? I can't tell you more than that.
And I just need to sleep?
Yes. Don't worry. We will see each other again. Now fly, my fledgling. Sweet dreams.
So do you want this head that I have still? Morrigan's head? It seems very important. No? Okay. Well, this is going to explain the big nest that I found and had no use for. Forlorn Swords, then the giant nest. Wasn't there supposed to be like an alchemist guild? I remember someone mentioning it in the first zone, and then I just never came across it. Okay.
You are so beautiful. So full of talent.
Oh, thank you.
I really understand why Self decided that your life should take a turn.
Yes, you're quite appetizing. But you're not here for compliments.
I mean, you could just keep complimenting me. I wouldn't argue. Who are you two?
Who are we, dear sympathy?
Who are we, dear trickster?
No one's special. Bit like you, guest.
Don't say that. We have meaning after all. Once we were crows. My companion walked the path of self. I followed the path of war. I thought I was destined to serve as a priest in the name of Barb.
Plans change.
Plans do change indeed.
Tell me more about Self.
Incredible. You won't see Self in action. No one ever does. Self is that good.
Stop it. I'm getting jealous.
Tell me more about war?
The High Priest of Bard, one of the most distinguished to ever hold the title. He taught me many things, including that a child of Morrigan can exist without a body. Thanks to his teachings, Trickster and I were able to survive.
You give him far too much credit.
Why did you end up in a place like this?
We botched the task entrusted to us.
But we also showed creativity. We transferred our essence to this place.
Morrigan decided we were quite the spectacle. She allowed us to continue existing, but only here.
Without a physical, tangible form, we observed the outside world through the many pairs of crow eyes it offers us.
Okay, and where am I?
In the House of Madness.
Stop saying such nonsense, Trickster. This is a place, dear fledgling, that was once home to Morrigan herself. She let in a little light and allowed us to dwell here. Since then, we've taken to hosting talented fledglings, or Morrigan's favorites. Those who, for some reason, were meant to find their way into the void.
Favorites? Makes you wonder why war hasn't visited us in so long.
Okay, and what do I have to do?
You'll shed unnecessary baggage.
A bond that needs to be severed.
In other words, you'll butcher someone. Who'll be the butchered one?
Don't worry, I think you'll manage. Luth is probably eager to meet you too. He's surely full of pride.
Yes, perhaps we shouldn't keep those birds waiting. We've kept him here quite long enough. He might be getting bored.
Only if our guest has no more questions.
Wait, I have to go kill Luth Senpai? Luth? Why do I have to kill him?
Did you know that young cuckoos sometimes push other chicks out of the nest? For a moment, you'll become just like that cuckoo.
This will help you grow up a little.
What if I don't want to fight with Luth?
Oh dear. I think even Luth would be disappointed. He was expecting an exciting fight.
Me too.
Okay. Sure, I'll go kill Luth Senpai.
Yes, a fight.
Finally, something interesting.
I'll keep my wings crossed.
Since the moment you completed your first task, I have a feeling we might cross paths here. You're a remarkably talented child. Shame your journey might end here, or shame I won't be around to see where it takes you. Where's the voice lines? Why do we have to fight? You're a fledgling now, just like me. Sometimes the children of Morrigan pit fledglings against one another to thin the ranks of the crows, especially when someone rises through the hierarchy so quickly. So we're fighting because I'm rising too quickly? Yes, as I said before, I've heard it happens from time to time. Rarely, but it makes perfect sense. The crows are an elite, tight-knit circle to make sure that only the best join the ranks. Fate loves mocking us, doesn't it? Just like the crows, we might be quite the entertainment for them. Is he going to die before the fight even starts? They trapped you here? I don't feel like a prisoner, and neither should you. The truth is, I wouldn't have had much of a choice, but I didn't need one. I would have agreed to all of this, no matter the circumstances. Who are those two I spoke to before? Sympathy and Trickster. What a charming couple. As far as I know, they used to be truly exceptional crows, but one of their missions turned out to be far more dangerous than they anticipated, and no, I'm not going to tell you what it was. Still, it seems like they're having plenty of fun in their current state, doesn't it? If we must fight, then let's fight. You've always been eager to work. I respect that. I have just one request. Give it everything you got, birdie. Wait, his name is Lorem. I mean, one of my guys isn't even attacking him yet. Wait, is that my summon that's saying that? Oh, yep, it sure is.
I'll make you pay for that.
Okay, well. It's getting so buggy at the end of the game. It needed more time in the oven. Okay. So we go back to them. So back to Quinacht. Hello, self.
So you've returned. Did you have a nice nap? Was the company to your liking?
It was entertaining.
I'm glad to see you're fitting in so well, even among our most unique company. I personally am very fond of Sympathy and Trickster. There's something admirable in the way they cling to existence. Sometimes I wonder if they do it purely out of spite. I hated every second of it. Sympathy and Trickster are an acquired taste, to be sure, but they serve as a lesson in what it truly means to be a child of Morrigan. Even in failure, even in death, we can still have our uses.
Do you have any more tasks for me?
Me? Not as such. What I do have for you is a meeting. Perhaps the most important one of your life. You are to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. The rest will be in his hands, and most importantly, in yours. That is all I can tell you. Now go, my fledgling. And may Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes.
Made and meet to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. Okay. Is this going to be in Forlorn Swords again? Oh, sorry, tracked. Wait, what? Huh? Self commanded me to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. Where? I mean, it's not going to show me unless I go to the zone. wait. No, it says it's right there. Oh. Okay. Hello, War. Wait. Is this the same guy at the beginning?
Welcome, child of Morrigan. Now you stand before her presence, ready to receive the highest honor.
Yeah, Vidar?
I went by that name once, yes. Now, you see me as the embodiment of war, one of the three holy aspects of the goddess Morrigan. Ask your questions, child, before the time comes to fulfill our goddess's will.
Why did you deceive me?
You stand before the goddess of war, death, and destruction, and you're surprised that I used deception to test your dedication. I thought your time with the children would have taught you that the ends justify the means. My purpose has always been to recruit only the most worthy followers.
And what if I had killed Self and the other children?
Then you would have proven they were unworthy. If a hatchling could overcome a crow and its fledglings, then they weren't fit to serve Morrigan. You would have purged our ranks, and I would have found new devotees. It wouldn't be the first time a high priest took such measures.
Okay, Self sent me here for my next task.
What do you take me for, child? A mercenary commander. Serving Morrigan is no common duty. It's a calling you feel, or don't. And only the most faithful may stand before Morrigan's presence.
My actions prove my faith.
Your actions are meaningless if the Corax hasn't revealed itself to you. The Corax is Morrigan's herald, a promise of liberation. The Corax's appearance is a sign that it's time for the children to step from the shadows and declare their dominion over Avalon. And I know the Corax favors you most often. Such is Morrigan's will.
And how do you know that's Morrigan's will?
Indeed, I have faith, but no certainty. And since it's you who has the honor of witnessing the Corax, I'll send you as an emissary before our goddess. Seems she has chosen you for this communion, and I humbly accept her will. Find out what our goddess requires of us, and I will ensure her will becomes law.
So I am to meet Morrigan's Corax where?
I've seen it in a vision. The nest. Where your meeting will take place. Listen well, for her words are sacred, and return swiftly to bring me her will. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Okay. So Forlorn Swords, and I think he said the nest? In the Korak's nest. Well, I'm just going to assume it's the nest up here. If it's not, then I'll just fast travel again. Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, okay, it's the giant bird.
I called, and here he is. The king, torn to shreds, pieced back together.
Do you know who I am?
I know you well, Arthur. You play with me, slip through my grasp. I close my claws around you and clutch at nothing. You cling to life. It amuses me. But in the end, you will lose, like all the rest. Sooner or later, you will be mine.
What do you want from me?
Decide. The paths of self. Whispers in the shadows. Wings gliding silently on the wind. Crow eyes. Watching. Patient. Or the path of war. The wild screech. An open assault. Beaks and claws. Blood.
Doesn't matter to you which path I take?
You ask a crow what it prefers. Warm blood or cold carrion. The crow feeds on what fate delivers. All will fall into my claws when the time comes.
If I choose one, what happens to the other?
They die by your hand. Their paths cannot merge, like day and night, like breath and scream. One must yield to the other.
I choose the path of self. Your children should remain in the shadows. I choose the path of war. Your children should rise. Well, I mean, at this point, there is One-Eyed with, what's his face? The Swords in the Hill, or whatever they're called, in the south. They have a rebellion. The second zone, the leaders are going on a quest for the Holy Grail, and for the Forlorn Swords, all of the Dalrita with the Giants are rebelling against Camelot. So I'm just going to choose the path of war. Everything is blood.
Then so it shall be. 100 beaks will tear the sky. Blood will flow. Let the crows feast on the fallen. Start with self's corpse. It will sharpen their hunger.
Okay. Well, I did intentionally start this playthrough with the intent of just mass bloodshed, but I mean, that's how it's ending up. just everywhere is going to be war, violence, and blood. Hello, war.
Speak. What is the will of the goddess?
Wait, I could lie to him? Morgan does not permit the children to reveal themselves. I must kill you? Oh. I could let the children of Morgan rule the world. I have sacrificed self.
So, it is done. The children of Morgan shall emerge from the shadows and soon take dominion over Avalon in honor of the great Morgan. You are the voice and will of our goddess, and for fulfilling her will, I bow my hand to you. My crow.
Complete the Children of Morgan storyline. That's a rare achievement. Okay, cool. Just another army in the coming war. But Self is still here. What? I feel like this quest is bugged. I'm not going to question it. Okay, yeah, I think I was just getting bleeds next. I really don't know what to do with my talents at this point. But that is every quest I have come across. I remember someone saying in the first zone that there was an alchemist guild, and for that alchemist guild there was like a scout in somewhere in Connacht that was watching another potential alchemist for joining the guild. I've explored everywhere and I never found that, so I don't even know if it's in the game. Like, at this point, the second and third zones have felt so underbaked that I don't even know if the developers remembered to add that to the game. Still a good game, just really could have used a little bit more time in the oven. Okay, so the only thing I think I have left is the final dungeon. So this is the true finale. Thank you everyone for watching me get caught up on all that. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider liking and subscribing. Or following on Twitch. I'm a small channel and every little bit helps. Oh, that was my guy. Ah, no! I was so close. Oh my god. Well, I need to go back. And for anyone who wants to play this game and needs some tips and tricks, you don't take fall damage if you're on your horse. Okay, let's just save here. I don't like this summon. That guy. His eyes and hair keep disappearing. Anyway. Okay.
So, you finally made it. Took you long enough. I hope you're ready, because this is it. The beginning of the end.
What are you talking about? Ready for what?
Ready to finish your journey, of course. You've come far, but every path ends somewhere. Yours ends here, in the heart of it all.
You've been waiting for me?
Philosophically, not you specifically, but someone like you. Literally, yes, and I was getting quite bored with the wait.
What is this place?
This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids, burned alive as scapegoats for the Red Death. It's a reminder of what happens when people fear what they don't understand.
Hang on. I just remembered something. Something important that I might want to reload and go do real quick. Tainted, Grail. It has something to do with the Weaver and the Mother. Okay, after visiting the Weaver's Sanctum and securing the necessary information, you should focus on exploring 3 hidden locked areas, often located in Arkspire, Kunacht, and behind a waterfall and Forlorn Swords, along with unlocking 5 tombs to prepare for the true ending. Yeah, I did all 3 of those areas. Find all 5 tombs. Ensure you speak with the picked woman who appears after each tomb. Okay. It doesn't look like I need to go back. I remember the mother saying something like, I need to go to the Weaver and get his tool, and I did that. But then I never found out what to do with that. So I'll just keep going, and if it turns out that I don't, or I didn't do something correctly, I'll do it a second time after. Anyway, I'd like to know more about the Charred Conclave. The druids were scapegoats. What did they do?
They spoke out. They should have stayed silent, kept to their herbs and potions, but they didn't. They believed their ancient knowledge, ugly and painful truths from times long past, could save Avalon from the plague. And maybe they were right. But people don't want the truth when it's covered in blood.
Oh. Hello, El Nice Oguyo is a dialogue option at the end. Okay, okay. Ugly and painful truths? What do you mean?
Cruel rituals, sacrifices, hard choices in search of real results. They called it wisdom, knowledge gleaned from the weirdness itself. But to the people, everything they did was unnatural, costly, and frightening. The druids believed their results would justify the costs. They thought Avalon would see them as saviors. But the people didn't understand, and fear turned to fire.
Congratulations on beating the game, by the way. This is like 80 hours in, so I'm kind of ready to be done. So the druids were punished for trying to help?
Well, the Red Church and their politicians made sure of that. The druids became a convenient enemy, a way to shift the blame and tighten their grip on power. It's always so simple, so banal, isn't it?
I saw the graveyard above. Where are we right now?
Well, death doesn't always mean an ending. It was a sacrifice so costly, so cruel, so pointless, that it tore a rift in the fabric of this world. An ultimate wound. And so you're the closest you'll ever come to seeing the true shape of this world.
I ended up being too OP, so it was getting a bit boring. Yeah, I see that. I am a summoner mage, and I don't even have to play the game. My summons could just do everything. But my mage site is so powerful now that I'm just one-shotting everything. So yeah, I'm also kind of too overpowered at this point, but I mean, it's still fun. So why are you waiting here? Oh. Thank you for the follow.
Elnisio Gaio just followed.
So, why are you waiting here for me?
To greet you. I was once where you are now. A knight with questions, searching for answers. That search led me to this place. And here I found my answers. Now, it's your turn.
What can I expect?
Well, first, you're going to meet my former employer. We don't see eye to eye anymore, but we both realize that our collaboration yields results, as shown by you being here. He'll try to sugarcoat the hard truths I've been telling you from the beginning, spin them differently. Never mind. Why waste time here talking about it when you're just a step from the end? It's best if you just go forth and see for yourself.
I'll go.
Just remember, this is the point of no return. Once you step through, there's no going back. But if you've come this far, I suppose you already knew that. Go on. He's waiting for you.
This is the point of no return, but I can't go anywhere anyway. Yeah, okay. If you wanted to allow me to go back, you should have had like a portal or something.
Go on.
Anyway. No, I should... keep that safe, just in case.
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choices, your determination. Caradoc isn't easily impressed, but he was impressed with you. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you are. A truly rare and joyful occasion.
Who are you?
Oh, forgive my lack of manners. I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, and the last archdruid of Avalon. I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. But names mean little. What matters is the task before us.
What is this place?
What lingers here? It's older than Avalon. Older than anything we know. What you see is the beginning of weirdness itself. Its purest form. Raw potential. Unshaped by anything but its lack of boundaries and limits. Beautiful, isn't it?
What do you want from me?
Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc wants. I want you to help me resurrect King Arthur. Properly this time.
So he wants to kill him properly, and you want to resurrect him properly.
Ridiculous, I know. But yes, that's what it boils down to. At some point, we stopped seeing eye to eye and chose different paths. Ultimately, though, both our paths led to you.
Me? How?
Yes, please let me explain. By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. He left mementos, artifacts that embodied the virtues he wanted Avalon to preserve. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon, a beacon of courage and resilience. The shield of Palamedes, wisdom and independence. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough. The memory of war and the fragility of peace was still too fresh. So they acted. When the king died, his soul wasn't allowed to move on. It was shattered, bound to those artifacts. A clever solution, but ultimately flawed.
Why would they divide the king's soul?
They feared losing what Arthur represented more than losing Arthur himself. They thought the king's essence would endure if bound to his relics.
What was flawed about it?
You can't pick and choose with a soul, but that's exactly what Merlin did. He focused on 3 parts of Arthur: his strength, wisdom, and courage. He left out 2 pieces. One, tainted by the Four Dwellers' magic, was deemed too dangerous. The other was his humanity, the most fragile part. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weaknesses, unfit for a king. Without them, Arthur became hollow. A king with power, but no heart. That way, Avalon's greatest failure was born.
Didn't anyone try to resurrect Arthur as a whole then?
I tried. And I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. But the Four Dwellers' aspects was left to drift, untethered between worlds. Finding it needed more than magic. It needed someone like you.
Wait, so I have the Four Dweller part in me from the tutorial island? And then the human part was here the whole time? Oh, okay. Me?
The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. You can move through the weirdness, touch it, and return whole. That's why you found the king's soul, bound it to yourself, and came back.
You're saying all of that, everything I went through, was all part of your plan?
You flatter me. No, I couldn't have predicted all of that. I merely nudged the Red Church in the right direction and asked Caradoc to assist where I couldn't. I can see you're still doubting me.
What do you want to achieve?
I want to bring back our king, whole and complete. I want him to lead again and safeguard Avalon's future.
Why do you want this so much?
Because I've seen what happens without him. Weirdness preys on the weak, and the people are too divided to stand against it alone. Arthur is their only hope. Ever they're left without him, without guidance, chaos takes hold. Division festers. You've seen it during your journeys. If things continue this way, Avalon will tear itself apart long before weirdness finishes the job.
I like how he's like, Avalon, the people living here are just tearing each other apart. As if you, this random guy, had nothing to do with it, even though I caused like 3 or 4 insurrections. There's like 4 rebellions happening right now, and I caused all of them. What if you're wrong? What if unity isn't enough?
Then Avalon falls, and with it everything we fought to protect. But I don't believe I'm wrong. Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
He's a wizard who disappeared. What the fuck is that thing? Okay. I don't... Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm getting auto save still. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I don't want to override my save right before entering this dungeon. Hello, Caradoc.
I was there when it all began, when Arthur first set foot on Avalon. I was a knight in his army. We believed in him, in his dream, in his kingdom. And for a while, it was glorious. Every battle felt like a step closer to peace. Every sacrifice justified by the dream we shared. But then came the cost. The war crimes, the impossible decisions, the massacres, slaughters, and irrational cruelty. We turned from knights into butchers, all because his dream demanded it of us. At first I told myself it was necessary, that it was the price of building something great. But the longer it went on, the harder it was to believe. That's when I realized Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, or a king. He was just another man, no different from the rest of us. And no man should have the power to demand such sacrifices.
And you want to kill him once and for all. I've heard that before.
But do you understand why I want it so much?
Because you feel betrayed?
I'd like to believe that after 600 years I've moved past pettiness. You need to understand that people thought, and still think, that he was more than human. But he wasn't. He made mistakes, just like any man. And the cost of those mistakes was always paid for by others. I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myths. They wait, they follow, they waste their lives on promises that never meant anything. But that's not my problem. I'm not here to fix Avalon or to free anyone. What comes after doesn't matter. Let it all burn, let it rot, let it rebuild. I won't be here to see it.
Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table could just crown someone new, replace him. You think the people could stand on their own against the weirdness, the monsters? Want people to face adversity without guidance and leadership? Isn't that just chaos waiting to happen? And what if your way leads directly to people's fall and demise? I mean, he's already fine with letting everything burn, so not that one. Want people to face adversity without guidance and leadership? Isn't that just chaos? I think one of these two. Even if the Round Table crowns someone new, that's not the issue. His issue is because Arthur's got the myth surrounding him. Okay. You want people to face adversity without guidance and leadership? Isn't that just chaos waiting to happen?
Call it chaos, call it freedom, I don't care. Let them rise, let them fall. Let them tear each other apart. I just want to watch it all come down. To see the last lie collapse under its own weight. What comes after? That's for the ones still standing to figure out.
Oh, I have to go through them all anyway. You think people could stand on their own against the weirdness, the monsters?
Let them stand, let them fall. It's not my concern. If the weirdness takes them, so be it. At least it won't be another king's failure. Another lie propping up a dying world. It'll just be what it is.
Caradoc, you're not good at making your point. Even if you destroy Arthur, the Round Table could just crown someone new, replace him.
Arthur's the only myth that still holds weight. And when he's gone, the rest will rot with him. A puppet king, another empty throne, none of it will last. Maybe they'll keep pretending for a while. Maybe they won't.
Yeah, okay, so pretty much exactly what I thought he would say. And what if your way leads directly to people's fall and demise?
Then let it. If this world can't stand without a dead king propping it up, maybe it deserves to fall. I've lived longer than any man should. Seen more than anyone should ever bear. And I've waited centuries for this moment, this chance, to end it all. To end him.
Orin made the case that people need Arthur, they can't face the weirdness alone. Orin believes the resurrection will be different, he says it's the only way to save Avalon. You want to throw away Avalon's hope just like that? Probably this one. Orin believes this resurrection will be different, he says it's the only way to save Avalon.
Orin's a druid. That's what they do. They believe. They believe in myths, in symbols, and some of them believe in saving Avalon.
You don't believe that Avalon can be saved? You don't believe it's worth saving?
I don't believe it's my decision to make. Not Orin's, not Arthur's, not mine. I've watched this cycle turn too many times. I have no stake in what comes after, only in making sure this nightmare finally ends. We were fools to tamper with forces we didn't understand. Resurrecting Arthur, infusing him with powers of the weirdness. We didn't just bend the natural laws, we shattered them. Such violations of nature's order cannot go unanswered. The bill comes due, sooner or later. Always. This cannot be allowed to continue. Listen, it's taken longer than I ever imagined, but now, here we are. You've done what no one else could, what even I couldn't do. You've brought Arthur's soul back together, almost complete, but not quite. And because of you, I can finally finish what I started centuries ago. So, thank you for bringing us to this moment. You're close now. Just one more step. The last fragment of Arthur's soul is waiting for you. Complete what you came here for. And then, we'll meet again. As allies, or as enemies. That's up to you. Go. Find the last piece, and let's end this. Whatever comes next, I'll be ready. I hope you will be too. Go.
Okay. Wait, is this Camelot? Do I finally get to go to Camelot in a game based on Camelot? Bob?
You've come. The one who carries what's left of me. Please, don't come any closer. Don't force me to think about coming back again. Just let me finally die.
I was so convinced this was Merlin. Okay. I didn't expect that. Why do you want to die?
Because I've had enough. Enough of being torn apart and stitched back together. Enough of being used, shaped, and forced to be something I'm not. Do you know what it is like to be a king of nothing? To see the people you swore to protect suffer because of your choices? Or worse, in your name. I've seen towns burnt to the ground, families destroyed, all because someone thought it would serve the greater good. And they called it loyalty. They called it justice. I've been dragged through every dream, every lie they've built around me. And I'm tired. Tired of the weight, of the expectations, of all of it. And most of all, I'm tired of failing.
What about Orin? He's trying to bring you back whole this time.
Orin wants a king, not me. He doesn't see the broken man behind the myth. He sees a symbol, a weapon to wield against the weirdness. But symbols aren't people. They're empty. And the more they're used,
the more they hollow out the one who carries them. That's all I've ever been to Orin and the Druids. Do you know what it's like to be a weapon? To be forged, sharpened, and thrown at every problem?
And Caradoc? He wants to destroy you forever.
He thinks ending me will free Avalon. But what then? Without an idea, a light to guide them, they'll stumble, lose their way, and turn on each other. People always seek something to follow, something to believe in. Take that away, and they'll tear each other apart trying to find it. Or worse, build something even crueler in its place.
Wait, is he arguing in favor of dying or not dying? What is it in death that you want?
I want release. I want to stop being a tool in their endless struggle. Kill me. Destroy the last piece of me and use the energy however you wish. Take it yourself and become the new king. Give it to someone else. I don't care. Just don't let me come back again. Let me die. Not as Arthur. Not as the king. Just as a simple, normal human being.
You're the human part of Arthur's soul. Without you, he can't be whole. Don't you care what happens next with your kingdom? Been through a lot, but there has to be another way that doesn't involve your ultimate death. You've been through a lot, but there has to be another way that doesn't involve your ultimate death.
Another way? There's always another way, isn't there? Another cycle, another resurrection, another lie to keep the world spinning. But please, not for me. Not anymore. I've had enough. I don't want another chance. I want this to be over.
Oh, I have to go through them all anyway. You're the human part of Arthur's soul. Without you, he can't be whole.
Isn't that what you've been doing all along? Carrying what's left of him? You've already taken up the humanity I was meant to represent. Doesn't that prove Arthur doesn't need me anymore?
Don't you care what happens next to your kingdom?
I don't care. Do you know how freeing that is, to finally not care what happens next? Whether Orin gets his king or Caradoc gets his ruin? To not feel the burden of all my failures? To not see my memory tarnished, my plans, goals, and ambitions dragged through the mud? To not see the suffering my name causes? No more deaths in my shadow. No more kingdoms built on my bones. Do what you think is right. That's all I can tell you, because whatever you decide, it will finally be your choice. Not mine. Not theirs. And that's the only thing I've ever wanted. You hold the choice. I don't care who you side with. Orin, Caradoc, or no one at all. You have all of my soul. Use it. Take it for yourself. Or give it to someone else. I don't even want to know. Do what you will with it. Just let me go. Let me finally rest. Let me die. Please.
Not today, Hob. What? I took one step to avoid myself as I fell in the water. Wow, this bridge could really use a hand.
Oh, hello there.
Hi! Okay, so I guess I talk to each person again. Hello, Orin.
Help me bring the king back, whole and complete. That's all I ask of you. Now you need to go further. I made my case. Please keep in mind what I told you. This is the only way for Avalon to survive.
Hang on, what? No, I want to see him talking again. Was his mouth moving? Like, did he have two mouths? Like, one of them was stitched up, and then there's another mouth below that was moving? That was gross.
Go on. He's waiting for you.
Okay, well, why does Orin keep teleporting and you guys are just...
Are you doing okay?
Are you? You sound depressed. But yeah, Orin just keeps teleporting around, but everyone else seems fine.
Let me go. Let me finally rest.
Okay.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning. I require that one be made. You have brought all things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow.
Okay. So this is the option for the true ending, I guess it's called. So what if I choose Orin's path? Yep, okay. What if I choose Orin's path? What if I choose Caradoc's path? What if I take the king's soul for myself? What if I give the king's soul to someone else? And what if I use the life spindle that the Weaver gave me? Okay, so what if I use the life spindle that the Weaver gave me?
He shall find his way home. The tear between the worlds shall close.
What if I give the king's soul to someone else?
You will shape the world to become its witness.
What? You will shape the world to become its witness. I don't even know what that means. What if I take the king's soul for myself?
You will be seen. You will be followed. You will be blamed.
What if I choose Caradoc's path?
You will break the frame, and what follows will not remember you.
What if I choose Orin's path?
You will vanish into the story you chose to restore.
Okay, so I was right then. If I choose Orin, then I die and become Arthur? Who would I even give the soul to? I'm so curious about this option because I don't understand it at all. I want to use the life spindle.
Then the prince will ascend and return to his mother. The heart shall cease its bleeding. Through his ascension, the weirdness will be tamed.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
What do you mean, not again? Wow, look at that leg! I love the ragdoll physics in this game. It is by far the best part.
You uncovered the truth buried in the weirdness and used it to return Arthur to where he truly belonged, ending the cycle and securing Avalon's future. The Four-Dweller Mother's heart, no longer bleeding, sealed the wound in the world, and with it, ended the Red Death that had stolen so many lives. And so, the legend of King Arthur began to fade. In its place grew a stronger Avalon, where the weirdness was no longer feared, but understood. With One Eye and Captain Brandon working side by side, the South found a peace it hadn't known in years. The roads stayed open, the fields were guarded, and the people finally felt safe. No longer bound to Camelot or the Knights of the Round Table, it became a land ruled by its own people on its own terms. Because of you, the men here remained and the Kuanacht endured, not just as a place, but as a legacy of quiet defiance and hope. Lord Yvain was remembered as a hero who gathered the wise and set out in search of the Grail, while Kuanacht stood as a peaceful haven amid the weirdness. You awakened the giants, and with them at their side, the Dal Rita conquered Camelot. As the capital fell, the customs of the tribes spread across Avalon. Not everyone welcomed them, but the change had already taken root. Firgas was named the new Galahad the Loyal. With One Eye and Brendan backed by the Dal Rita, the Forlorn Swords, he saw that the South's alliance was strong enough to stand on its own. He urged Camelot to leave the South in peace and turned his attention to securing the rest of Avalon. The captain led the South to independence, breaking all ties with Camelot. Under his rule, the Horns of the South flourished. Merchants, pilgrims, and adventurers returned to the roads, and prosperity once again reached the far corners of the land. One Eye ruled the South, with the Horns of the South at his side. Over time, the Dal Rita of the Fallen Swords rallied to his banner, forging a unified force. With the South secured, he stood in a strong position to launch future conquests across Avalon. Nianta left Kuanacht with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Magot left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, surprising many who had long considered him harmless and weak. His fate remained unknown, but in time, the people spoke proudly of the last druid, claiming him as one of their own. Oeuvre left Kunacht alongside Yvain, despite concerns about his age. His fate remained unknown, but the people admired him for finding purpose at the end of his life and spoke of him with lasting respect. Fabius and Neil disappeared from the Red Church's reach, but their life together soon unraveled. With no child and no cause to unite them, they parted ways, and Fabius faded into obscurity. Ailey turned to the merchants for support, and for a time the hospital prospered. But when they began charging patients for care, she walked away and opened her own small practice, refusing to serve profit over healing. With Helmi as the new matron, the Volker returned to their former glory with renewed ferocity, their berserkers filled with an aggression that stirred quiet fear among the other tribes. Among the united tribes of the Daorita, the Volker were treated with equal parts awe and mistrust, seeming to teeter closer and closer to madness. Ingui turned away from the eternal sleep, choosing life over dreams. In time, she began to rebuild the Thoid among the living, planting the first seeds of a new future for her scattered people. Under Stronner's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dalrita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. With the Stagfather slain and the old bonds broken, Balaam led the Svine towards a new path. He opened the tribe to the other clans of the Dalrita and guided them to settle in the Mather mines. You accepted the mycelium's offer and let the spores consume Sagramor's body. Now the kingdom lies under fungal control, its people connected, obedient, and slowly fading into the roots that feed the spores. You placed war at the head of the children of Morrigan. Under his leadership, the guild abandoned secrecy, waging open campaigns of domination in Morrigan's name. Avalon's cities and strongholds fell one by one as faith and fear reshaped the land. You chose to free the Fordwellers, but captivity had broken their minds. They turned on their savior and were slain. Without the song, the Stone Warden craft ended, and their legacy was lost with the death of the last of their order. After returning to Camelot, Killian lived quietly for a time. When he vanished, few asked questions. Unsettling rumors had always followed him, and most preferred not to remember. O Queen Cinnamon Sage never forgot the bond he shared with you. Proud of the path you chose, he built a small shop near your grave, and in quiet moments, still spoke to you as he once did. A friend loyal beyond the bounds of life.
Okay, I have some questions. One of the biggest ones is, what? Okay, so I freed the Ford Dwellers that were held hostage in the Stone Wardens. And they seemed fine and left peacefully. Oh, maybe it meant that they attacked the Stone Wardens and then they died in that attack? Huh. So, no matter what I did, those guys were going to die anyway. Okay. So, I gave Arthur back to the Ford Dweller mom, and that caused the Red Death to stop. And people were able to adapt to the weirdness. Am I understanding all that correctly? That's the quote-unquote true ending? Well, overall, good game. If I had to give it a rating, after doing all of the game and playing for... how long has it been? 80 hours. I would probably give the game a 7 or 8 out of 10. If you had asked me after Act 1, I would have given it a 9 or 10 out of 10. Like, the only negatives I found in Act 1 were me being really nitpicky. So, honestly, Act 1 probably a 10 out of 10. Act 2 started to notice a lot of quality going down. The dungeons in Act 2 were amazing. The Corrupted Temple and that Sagramora's Castle, loved both of them. Corrupted Temple is my favorite dungeon I've done in, like, at least a decade. It's one of the best dungeons I've ever played. But it really felt like they put all of their effort in Act 2 on those 2 dungeons, and everything else suffered. The Children of Morgan stuff was cool, but you can miss that so easily. I was finding a bunch of dungeons and stuff that I couldn't access because I didn't have the Children of Morgan stuff unlocked. And I spent the entire game wondering, oh, how am I going to do this? And it turns out it's just a guy trapped in a cage that I barely missed. He was in a camp that I had even cleared out. Are the credits done? Like, what's happening? and then, like this, a lot of stuff like this in Act 3 happened, where it's just like, is this a bug? I don't know what's happening. It's just loud music playing with a black screen. Oh, there we go. I guess I was just waiting for the music to end. Okay, congratulations, you've completed the game. You can now return to the world just before the ending and continue exploring the world of Avalon. If you're ready for a greater challenge, you could start a new game plus with your current character, inventory, and progress. The world will demand more from you. You can also end your journey and exit the game. Why would you do that? Okay, so if I go back and choose a different option, I would just be changing the first part of that ending, the part about the Foremother, or the Fordweller Mother. Instead, I guess that would just be some Arthur thing. Was it an achievement to get that specific ending? Help Arthur ascend beyond mortality, leaving behind the throne of men. Finish the main storyline. Okay, so no, it's not an achievement depending on your choice. It's just an achievement for finishing the game. Got it. Okay, but yeah, my problems from Act 2, like the biggest problem I had with Act 2 was there was just so much dialogue in the city. Or the town, whatever you want to call it. There were so many quests, and in Act 1, I didn't group, or I didn't pick up all the quests together at once, and I was backtracking a lot. So when I got to the second zone, I thought, okay, I'm going to talk to every NPC, I'm going to rush to the town, talk to every NPC, pick up every quest I can, and then I won't feel so bad about having to backtrack later. One, I still had to backtrack a lot. and 2, it was like 4 to 6 hours of pure dialogue all at once. That was way too much. So, Act 3, they took those NPCs, or like the same number of NPCs, and spread them throughout the entire zone, which was better. But there was a lot of problems with Act 3, different problems, quality issues, like elevators not working. I had to swim up a waterfall because the elevator wouldn't work. The dungeons in Act 3 were underwhelming, and the stories in Act 3 as well weren't really that interesting. I think part of the issue with Act 3 is they gave the option to just skip everything and enter the final dungeon. And to me, that says they didn't trust their ability to make the rest of the zone, or they ran out of time and budget, so they couldn't really develop the rest of the zone. Because if you could just skip everything, then you're not going to put as much effort in things. So yeah, it definitely felt like issues that were starting in Act 2 really took root in Act 3. So that's why I'm dropping my rating from like a 9 or 10 out of 10 down to like a 7 or 8. I'm leaning more towards a 7. The only reason why I would give it an 8 is because the first zone was paced so well, it was polished, I didn't really have any issues with it. And then Act 2, those 2 dungeons were really freaking good. But then the rest of Act 2 and all of Act 3 were just like, eh. But yeah, those are my thoughts. That's why I would rate the game. I would still recommend it to people. I really liked it. Even if I give it a 7, I still really liked it. You know, just because I liked it so much, it's probably an 8. If I'm trying to be a critic about the game, it's a 7. But based on my own personal opinion, it's like an 8. So yeah, who cares about what some random guy on the internet says about a game? But anyway, I would recommend this game. I think this is a better Skyrim, and if you are so desperately waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 and you just need something other than Skyrim and Fallout to bite your teeth into, then I highly recommend this game. It is a good choice for people who like those types of games. I liked it. I liked Skyrim when it first came out, never beat the game. I just kept making new characters and experimenting with talents and having fun that way. So maybe I should go play Skyrim sometime. Finish the game. But yeah, let's see what New Game Plus is.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the Weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more. And the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Like, he even has such a similar start to Skyrim. Okay, so oh, can I not use my stuff? Anyway.
Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
Wait, so does my... I have all my spells and stuff. Do I go all the way back down to level 1? Stay silent.
Seriously? We've been through this already. Don't make me come in there.
Stay silent.
Okay, I've had enough of you.
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe.
I'm just gonna skip.
I know.
Okay, so what? I still have all my gear. I still have all my stuff. I still have all my levels. I have an extra 25 points? Oh, that's probably because I said nothing. Okay. But I can't actually use any of my abilities. Wait, Arthur? What? What? Okay, so New Game Plus doesn't seem like it's fully fleshed out. Okay, what happened to my save file? It's still there. Okay, so if I do a new save, Nokshan plus. Okay. Oh, I could even go back to Belong Defeat Nokshan New Game Plus ready. Okay. Well, I finished the game. I'm done. if I ever come back to this game, it will be in a long time and probably won't be for stream. The Raven that I saw in Acts 1 and 2 were probably the Raven that I saw in the Children of Morgan quest. The only other things that I don't know anything about, like maybe I missed, is the giant stag ghost, the deer thing that was walking around Kunakt, and an alchemist guild, which I heard someone mention one in Act 1 of another potential alchemist being scouted in Kunakt, but then I never found where that was. And honestly, I'm not too interested in that. So, I can't think of anything else about this game. I think I've done everything. The only other thing I could do is just make different choices, like side with the knights and follow King Arthur to Resurrection all the way through, and kill off the Dalriata, stuff like that. But yeah, that was my playthrough. I'm done. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey and sticking around to the end. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking and subscribing, following on Twitch, all that good stuff. Let's see, today is Monday. Okay, so the next stream will be another 2D Tuesday stream tonight. That'll be on the art channel and on Twitch. And then tomorrow evening, that's usually my time off, but like midnight's going to be out, so I'll probably be streaming midnight. So yeah, I'll be playing WoW Midnight next. So for the people that who found my channel through the WoW streams and want me to play WoW, I'll be going back to that. Demny, if you're out there, that's going to be for you. So yeah. But for now, that is the end. Thank you so much for watching again. Wherever you are, I hope you have a good morning, good evening, or good night. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.